Well, good morning, teachers. This is it. Towards the end, we are at week 19 with respect to our global learning. This is it. We are done this week with all of our new lessons. Next week, we start our capstone. So, our goal this week is to review everything we've covered over the last, half a year so far. And students are going to, again, like we said, review, and they're going to identify ways that they can support a healthy environment by living a sustainable lifestyle, and they're actually going to complete a pledge at the very end. You got a form for them to fill out. Now, are you on sustainable goals? Again, last time we'll be looking at them for a while is reviewing a lot that we've covered, which is clean water, clean air, affordable living, sustainable communities, race and equality, right? And being a responsible consumer. So the first video guy here is from TED Ed. Pretty interesting. It's about what would happen if all of a sudden human beings just disappeared off the face of the planet. So if human beings stopped being on a planet, how long would it take for Mother Nature to resort back to what it once was before human beings were around? So all the buildings, our vehicles, the oceans, how long would it take for all the plastics and concrete and just the man-made objects around this world to completely disappear and the Earth go back to just its natural state? It's pretty interesting. So do a recap of what we looked at. I mean, we spent a lot of time this year talking about plastic and the great garbage patch, where all the plastic flows to in the center of the oceans, about how most of our plastic that we recycle here in America gets transported to third world countries, where low impoverished people have to deal with our trash. We just ship it away. Um, we considered the 6 R's of sustainability, no longer the 3 R's, right? Reduce, reuse, recycle, but we also have rethink, right? Take something that already exists or that you're gonna throw away and reuse it, repurpose it for something else. Repair. If it's broken, fix it. Maybe keep using it. Or the last one, refuse. Say you go to a store and you order fast food, you're gonna take out and give you those ketchup packets. Nah, I'm going home to eat. Since we can't eat in restaurants, bring it home to eat. I'll just refuse the ketchup packets since I have a big bottle of ketchup at home. All right, or the silverware and stuff like that. Right. We also considered how clean water is a human right, and that begins with keeping our oceans clean and our rivers clean from trash and pollutants, especially plastics. We also consider how clean air is a human right, and we need to monitor the amount of emissions and harmful gases and particulate matter that we emit into the atmosphere. It's a health concern, right? The WHO said that is the number one health crisis facing the world, and it's not COVID; it's clean air. We considered also climate change and global warming, again, how the greenhouse gases that we as human beings have emitted throughout the decades has affected our atmosphere, and we need to consider how to fix and revert and clean up the mess that we made and to prevent making more mess. However, there's a lot of political and economical issues that are involved with it, so it's not an easy, simple solution. But we need to always strive towards sustainability, living a life that's manageable and that we're not leaving a big mess behind. And we have to also consider social racial equalities with aspects of all kinds of aspects of life. So boils down to is that each individual plays a role and can make a difference in your local communities. This lady here is pretty interesting. She since a high school has tried to live a sustainable life to the point where now she can collect all of the trash that she's produced over the course of 3 years in one jar. That's just pretty wild. She has a pretty crazy story to listen to. Obviously, it's over the top, right? To try and live with zero waste in your life, um, but it's definitely very interesting. I can take definitely some pointers away from it, and how you can limit and cut down your amount of waste in just a couple little areas. We got Bill Gates here. He does a little thing here about the sustainability of energy in the long-term future. What are the options that we have? His point of view and his struggles that we're going to face. He does not give the ultimate answer or solution. He just simply talks about the questions that politicians, that government officials, and that we as human beings, even here in America, that we are going to face with long-term energy sustainability. So to wrap it all up, what can what can our students do to make a difference? So I made a big list here of options, just some simple ones, and I want you to brainstorm some other ones. What else can you do? So, simple like turn the water off after while you're brushing your teeth and just not letting it run. You can recycle more, refuse plastic, ride your bike around. Go ahead and read the list to the kids and have them brainstorm too. What else can they do? Like upgrading your house to LED light bulbs to conserve more energy, plant a tree, collect rainwater for your garden. Okay, do dishes instead of using paper and plastic silverware. A lot of things that you can do as individuals to make even just a little difference, but it is a difference and it matters. So the last thing here is a challenge. The challenge for our students this week is to fill out this template that we posted in Google Classroom, which is a pledge. All right, Global Learning Pledge. I hereby pledge to, and they fill in the blanks. They can list whatever they want in there to help make the world a little bit better. Right? And they're going to sign their name. And when we return to school, we're going to print these out and hang them up around the building. Teachers, that is it. We thank you for support. I look forward to talking to you on Thursday about next week's capstone project and its beginning. Take care.